Okay, let's see. So now we're trying with the new format, a new style. I haven't recorded from this computer before. Just want to check it out. Somebody gave me the feedback that they didn't like the vertical. Yeah, I feel like vertical live streaming is kind of modern, kind of new, kind of post TikTok world. Most of the lives I watch on YouTube tend to be vertical, but now I'm checking out horizontal. Checking out the horizontal world. It seems like it's a totally different. YouTube puts you in a different box. So, my strive is to just constantly improve, constantly get a little bit better with it. Um, so let's see what's been going on with me. I've done a little bit of crypto consulting. I've been on Upwork. I've been linking my playlist to a lot of people on Upwork. So yeah, I really love talking about crypto, right? So any crypto opportunities I can find. So yeah, I've consulted with some companies that are talking about like upcoming projects where they want feedback. It's been really cool. So I think now I can definitely say I've made more money from crypto consulting than I have from battle rapping, which tells you if you ever consider battle rapping, don't do it unless you're okay with never making money. Okay, so what are we here for? Today we're here to talk about Sui. Oh, but first I haven't done my introduction. My name is Reginald. I'm a rapper. You can find my music on Spotify, YouTube Music, Deezer, whatever they're streaming at. It's R39INALD. It's Reginald, but with the R with the 39 instead of EG. Right? Reginald. R39INALD. That's where you can find my music, but it's also in the description. Instagram is Reggiecoin. My Twitter is at Kanye. I will not be going to Blue Sky because I don't have a good Blue Sky handle, right? So I love to talk about crypto. I decided that I want to really become an expert in crypto so that I can help sort of marginalized communities understand what's going on with crypto. I want to be able to be a crypto communicator, crypto educator, to help people that normally would find crypto to be confusing or a little too technical or a little, not their type of community. My goal is to help bring those type of people into crypto, help it make it feel like a safe space for them, make them feel like, and like help people avoid getting scammed. Like there's a lot of things that you gotta learn the hard way in crypto. But if you listen to me, you can maybe avoid some of the hardships that a lot of us who have been in crypto for a really long time have gone through, right? So today we're here to talk about Sui Coin. I've literally never heard of Sui Coin until I realized it was the next one up on the docket. So, um, yeah, so we'll be talking about that. But listen, we are in a bull market, a crazy bull market. The market is so beautiful right now. Yeah, sorry, I need a little water. So yeah, we're in a bull market. Everything is going crazy right now. It's hard to lose money. If you're losing money on a crypto, it's because you just bought it at the all-time high probably, and it's 3 days later, and okay, so maybe you're red like 5%. But for the most part, everybody's green right now, unless you bought XRP in what 2017, you're still waiting. But everybody else is pretty good. So let's see. So I'm on crypto on Coin Market Cap. And so let's just kind of scan around a little bit before we get into soy. How's that sound? Nobody's in here, so I don't care what you think. So, Coin Market Cap. How's this look? A chair. Okay, how's this? Drop my phone. Whatever. All right. So let's see what's going on. So Bitcoin is down 2% on the day, but still up 15% in the week. So it looks like everything is starting to get. We're seeing a little bit of reds, not big reds. So we're like reds on the day, right? Solana's down 5% today. BNB down 3%. Doge is down 9%. XRP is up 14% on the day. It's up to 80 cents. Okay. Okay, XRP. So the line for XRP and Doge is looking pretty similar. There's been a lot going on with Pepe. Oh, Pepe done fell down. Chainlink, Bitcoin Cash have passed up Pepe. I recently just did a video on Pepe because it was number 13. Or no, it was number 14. But then it got passed up by Sui, and since then, Bitcoin Cash and Chainlink have caught up to it. So, but I don't know. I mean, at least in terms of the way the meme coin game goes right now, you're looking at Dogecoin, Shiba, and Pepe, right? And those are the main meme coins. And the way it tends to work is people make their money off of Bitcoin or Ethereum. And then I guess now these days, maybe Solana, BNB. And then they take those gains. And when it's harder to make gains there, I think that then it starts to flood into the alts. So this is really alt season because people have made their money from Bitcoin, they've made their money from Ethereum, yada yada. But now, they're not happy with that. They're not satisfied with that. They want to cash that out and then try to get some money off of these alts. So this is when the altcoins start to go crazy. And even from within the altcoin sphere, the meme coins are just the altcoins from within the altcoins, right? So I mean, I go back with Doge. I love Doge. Doge to me is the more trustworthy of when you get into the meme coin game. But you also got to think about like what's the market caps, right? The smaller the market cap, the more room for growth. Essentially, the smaller the market cap, the more room for growth. So because Doge is number 6, it has 52 billion. That means that Shiba Inu that only has 13 billion. You put the same amount in both of them, in a couple years, odds are that you'll probably be doing better with Shiba because Shiba has more room to grow. Now, is that necessarily how it'll work out? Not necessarily. Sometimes it can switch up, but typically, you can see the bigger gains when you get cryptos that are smaller. It's just, the math, right? So now let me look at, so in the 24 hours, who's up the most? XRP's the leading. And then Hedera, never heard of Hedera. Then Stellar, XLM, which is sort of the decentralized version of XRP. So yeah, you're going to see a lot of like when things are going well with XRP, you're going to see things going well with XLM. Algorand only has 1 billion. I used to love Algorand. I might get back in Algorand. But Algorand is up just 3%. So just being up a little bit is good today because a lot of stuff is red today. So let's see who's leading on the week. Peanut the Squirrel is still leading on the week. So it's pretty much the same as last video. Let's see who's the most red today. Peanut the Squirrel is the most red. It's down 20% today. But no worries. It's up 100% for the week still. It's almost a 2 billion market cap. That is crazy. That is so insane. You could have Peanut the Squirrel go from nothing. It used to just be a squirrel, and then it got killed, and then they made a meme coin, and now there's almost $2 billion in this meme coin. 2 billion. And I don't want to forecast too hard, but come on, dog. In 5 years, is Peanut the Squirrel still going to be popping? I don't know. We'll see. But to me, at some point, people are just going to dump, right? So, something to watch out for. But listen, it still has a lot of room to grow. That's the other crazy part. It's almost 2 billion, but 2 billion is still nothing when Bitcoin's touching 2 trillion. So so I've been talking about the whole crypto market cap, but we got to get to what this episode is about. What's it about? I'm talking about Sui coin. Now, what the heck is Sui? I don't know. It's down 9% today. All right, now it's 7%. It's down 7% today. It's number 14 though. So this is a really competitive level where every day the number, whatever's at 14, 15, 16, they're constantly swapping. So it looks like the biggest place you could get that at is Binance. They have like 500 million trades on Binance in the last 24 hours. So now let's get into it. So I got an introduction, and then we'll get into the controversies, and then I'll actually get into the white paper. Okay, so introduction. Sui is a decentralized, permissionless smart contract platform that emphasizes low latency asset management. It utilizes the Move programming language to define assets as objects owned by addresses. The platform features a Byzantine consistent broadcast protocol for safety and scalability, allowing parallel execution of smart contracts. Sui, the native asset, is used for gas fees and staking. Okay, so off the top of my head, so now it's seeing, it's kind of a competitor to Ethereum, but it's also making me think about BNB, right? So, but they're saying that it's very low latency, is very scalable and cheap. We'll see. So Sui contracts are written in Move. I already said that. And there's modules. Oh man, this is gonna be one of those really confusing white papers. I'll tell you what, this is gonna be an interesting one. Even just getting into the introduction is just kind of boring. Let's see, let me put it this way. Okay, so here we go. Sui coin is a native cryptocurrency of the Sui blockchain platform, which is designed to facilitate fast, secure, and scalable smart contracts. The Sui platform, developed by Miston Labs, leverages the Move programming language originally created for the DM blockchain to manage digital assets effectively. Sui aims to address some of the limitations found in traditional blockchain networks, such as scalability and latency, by utilizing a unique architecture that emphasizes parallel transaction execution and a novel object-based approach to asset management. Sui serves as multiple purposes within the Sui ecosystem. Transaction fees. Sui is used to pay for gas fees associated with executing transactions and smart contracts on the Sui network. Staking and delegation. Users can stake their Sui tokens to participate in the network's consensus mechanism. Governance. Sui holders may have a role in governance decisions regarding the development and management of the Sui platform. Asset management. Sui's architecture allows assets to be defined as unique objects, enabling sophisticated asset management systems, including non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and various digital assets. Overall, Sui coin plays a crucial role in the functioning of the Sui blockchain, driving its economic model and supporting its innovative features aimed at enhancing the user experience in decentralized applications. This is what, I don't know, how different is this from what Solana says? How different is this from what AVAX says? Or, so sort of these like ether killers, right? That's what this is kind of giving me the vibe of. So there's really the two types of crypto you'll see these days. You're either like ether competitor, or how do you compare to ether? can you do decentralized applications, right? That's what Ether brought to the table. So how do you compare it to Ether in terms of a platform for decentralized applications, or how can you connect to other platforms and their decentralized application between from within your platform? And then the other thing is just meme coins. We used to call them shit coins back in the day. And then there were altcoins. And now we call them meme coins. Whatever. These just, fly by night, just get the money. And, 2 weeks it may be cashed out. You got to be super careful. But you're really just getting Ether competitors and meme coins. That's really from what I'm seeing. Everybody's a DeFi platform or a meme coin or a meme coin DeFi platform, such as Pump Fund, right? So let's talk about the controversies. The main controversy surrounding SUI is the allegation of insider trading by the SUI Foundation. Some analysts claim that the foundation sold a large amount of SUI tokens during recent price surge, potentially profiting from insider knowledge. The foundation denies these allegations. Other controversies include tokenomics are not sustainable, scalability, and security. So what's my question? Yeah, I mean, they say the same thing everybody else does, right? So, so there's an article about this. What is this article from? So it's on onesafe.io. They don't have the date. Awesome. Does this tell me what the date was? No. How you got an article where you don't say the date? So this is like, you want me to feel like I'm in a dang. Okay, there we go. October 19th. Okay, so that was last month. Not even a month ago. Dang. Okay. The crypto world is a wild place, and just when you think you've seen it all, something new pops up. Recently, the SUI Foundation found itself in the eye of a storm after allegations of insider trading surfaced. The claim they sold a whopping 400 million worth of SUI tokens. As the foundation stands firm in its denial, it raises some interesting questions about the token sales and the players involved. Let's break it down. So, they recently dumped a month ago, is what these things are saying. They dumped a month ago, but now it's up. It's up crazy. So let me look at a month. I'm looking at the month chart. Yeah, that did look ugly a month ago. And so it was trading at about $2. Let me put it in a year. We can look at it. Okay, so it was just that was a little quick dump right before everything really popped off. So yeah, what's that? Okay. So there it is. All right. So I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the chart trying to see what's going on here. Okay. So yeah, I was trading at about $2, $3, and $2. Then it dumped. Now would have been the time to buy, man. Then it was touching. It was under 2. So now it's up at 3. So still pretty cheap per coin. The max supply is 10 billion. What's the market cap again? 9 billion, which, compared to a 2 trillion Bitcoin, that's really not that much, right? So let's see. The foundation's defense. Is saying they're essentially saying it wasn't them that sold the tokens. Like somebody sold a whole bunch of tokens, but they're saying that it wasn't the foundation. So I don't know. But that's the thing. So people kind of worried about the foundation, right? So that's the thing you got to worry about. So now let's get on to this complicated as white paper, but it's only 11 pages. But they get into some programming code on the first page, so you know what it is. Um, okay, let's see. So we talked about. Let's see. So Sui sounds legit from just how technical this white paper is. So Sui is maintained by a permissionless set of authorities that play a role similar to validators or miners in other blockchain systems. It uses a Byzantine consistent broadcast protocol between authorities to ensure the safety of common operations on assets, ensuring lower latency and better scalability as compared to Byzantine agreement. It only relies on Byzantine agreement for the safety of shared objects, as well as governance, operations, and checkpointing performed off the critical latency path. Execution of smart contracts is also naturally paralyzed when possible. Wow, they paralyze execution per parallelized. I can't even pronounce that word. I've never seen that word in my life. Not paralyzed, parallelized. Jeez. Sui supports light clients that can authenticate reads as well as full clients that may audit all transitions for integrity. Okay. So Sui smart contracts are written in Move language. Move is a safe, expressive, and its type system and data model naturally support the parallel agreement execution strategies that make Sui scalable. Yada yada. Hmm. So yeah, then they get into the coding. If I read this to you, you're probably not going to understand. Modules. A move program is organized as a set of modules, each consisting of a list of struct declarations and functions declarations. A module can import struct types from other modules and invoke functions declared by other modules. I like the word module. Okay, to talk about modules, I can follow that just word in English, right? It's very modular. Oh, geez. Creating and transferring objects. Programmers can create objects by using the text context passed into the entry point to generate a fresh ID for the object. The code takes two objects of the type other object and object as input, uses the first one in the generated ID to create a new object, and then transfers both objects to the transaction sender. Wow. Yeah, this is so over my head, but it's good to get in here and look at this. This is what crypto's all about. I'm telling you, it's all about these technical papers where you're like, what the hell am I reading? A struct declaration is a collection of name fields where a field map name is mapped to a storable type. A function declaration includes a list of parameter types, a list of return types, and a list of instructions forming the function's body. Instructions that can appear in a function body include all the ordinary move instructions, with the exception of global stores instructions. Wow. There are four specific object operations. Each of these operations changes the ownership metadata of the object and returns it to the global object pool. Okay, this is all just getting into just coding crap. I could just make a little website here and there. I do a little bit of HTML, a little bit of CSS, right? I'm not a dev for real when it comes to this. Yeah, I'm just zooming past. We're only on page 4, dog. This is all just telling you how to code it. or is doing some dog. They got these math problems in here. Dog C to the E equals VE, comma SE, period, where VE is a set of authorities. Dog, they got these. I ain't never seen. Damn, sweet goes hard with the math. Okay, so the overview of what is just blowing my mind. So, at a systems level, SWI is an evolution of the fast pay, low latency settlement system extended to operate on arbitrary objects through user defined smart contracts and with a permissionless delegated proof of stake committee composition. Basic asset management by object owners is based on a variant of Byzantine consistent broadcast that has lower latency and is easier to scale across many machines as compared to traditional implementations of Byzantine consensus. Of course, when full agreement is required, we use a high throughput DAG based consensus to manage locks while execution on different shared objects is parallelized. Parallelized. So I don't know what I just read. This is crazy. So call me maybe. Okay, blah blah blah. Jeez. Each authority and replica maintains a set of persistent stores. The stores implement persistent map semantics and can be represented as a set of key value pairs, such that only one pair has a given key. This is so complicated. Dang. Full clients and replicas. Replicas, also sometimes called full clients, do not validate new transactions, but maintain a consistent copy of the valid state of the system for the purposes of audit, as well as to construct transactions or operate services, including read infrastructures for light client queries. Both object references and transactions contain information that allows the authentication of the full causal chain of transactions that leading up to their creation or execution. Specifically, an object reference contains an object digest that is an authenticator for the full state of the object, including the facility to get the parent object, namely the text digest that created the object. Dog, dog, I might as well be speaking Chinese. I don't know. Jeez. Sweet is crazy. Native support for light clients and shared objects managed by Byzantine agreement allows Sui to support a two-way bridges to other blockchains. That's good. Hmm. Scaling. The Sui system allows scaling through authorities devoting more resources, namely CPUs, memory, network storage within a machine over multiple machines to the processing of transactions. Throughput to ensure that more resources result in an increased capacity linearly. The SWI design aggressively reduces bottlenecks and points of synchronization, requiring global locks within authorities. Processing transactions is clearly separated into two phases, namely ensuring the transaction has exclusive access to the owned or shared objects at a specific version, and two, and subsequently executing the transaction and committing its effects. I don't know what I've said in the last 20 minutes. Geez, I'm glad I kind of spent 10 minutes just kind of cooking on some other stuff because, man, to the very end, latency. Smart contract designers are given the flexibility to control the latency of operations they define, depending on whether they involve owned or shared objects. Owned objects rely on a reliable broadcast before execution and commit, which requires two round trips to a quorum of authorities to reach finality. Operations involving shared objects, on the other hand, require consistent broadcast to create a certificate and then be processed within a consensus protocol, leading to increased latency. So, does anyone have any questions? No, because there's nobody in this chat. So, this might be the last time I record horizontally off of my computer. Maybe I should stick to the phone because, yeah, I get more views that way, right? So, Sweet is a competitor to Ethereum, Solana, BNB, Avalanche, things of this nature. What makes it better or worse than any of them? I'm not technical enough to really be able to tell you. You know, it's like all these guys that say that, hey, our technical way of doing this and moving around makes us better than the other guys who their technical thing has way more latency and ours is instantaneous while theirs is almost semi-instantaneous. They all kind of, at least at my level of technical expertise, right? They all kind of sound the same, which is a struggle because at some point it seems like the further we get into these like ether killers or these, DeFi applications, the closer you have to be to a programmer to even understand what the hell's going on, right? With something like this, yeah, you got to be, not just a programmer, you got to almost be a crypto programmer and like high level mathematician to be able to understand, like, a real computer scientist to really get into what they're talking about here. So, which on one hand, that's amazing if true and valid and it's actual, a good innovation. That's great. But is it's not very accessible to a general audience. Obviously building in that ecosystem isn't very accessible, but I would like to think that, crypto will want to be, accessible. Like, how can you really pitch this to business people? How, if I'm trying to explain to somebody why you should buy Sui as opposed to Ethereum, how do I even articulate that based on at least the language in the white papers, right? Like, I don't know how I would explain Sui to people. It's like, yeah, it's more like a Solana, Avalanche, DeFi thing with some technical stuff going on, right? I don't know how I would explain it. So yeah, that's just my little feedback. So I'm about to get out of here. Thank you for watching. My name is Reginald. I'm a rapper. You can find my music R39INALD. I'm on Instagram, Reggiecoin. I go live on YouTube all the time to talk about crypto. If you have any questions about crypto, please feel free to reach out either on here, on Twitter, on Instagram. Reach out, talk to me. I'm happy to discuss crypto. I really love educating people on crypto. I'm living my dream. Even if nobody's watching this, I know somebody will watch it someday. So for that, I'm thankful to you person in the future who stopped to see, wait, what did Reg say about Sweet in 2024? Thank you. Okay, so now I'm getting out of here. Goodbye. Have a nice day or night.